Ultrasound pictures look so weird. I don't get how people can make out like that's a baby. I guess in the later
I think
stages,
it's
it's
all
pretty early.
lies.
It's all lies.
Oh, it looks like a face. That looks circular. There's a baby.
Yeah. Like in the beginning, when you're like 4 months in, you can still kind of see some, but it just looks like, and it's not like a crystal clear image either. It's all like a whole bunch of things going on.
Well, I mean, getting a crystal clear image through a solid object might be a little difficult, you know?
And there's an opening.
Where? No, that's not how the fucking ultrasound works, man.
What do you mean where?
I thought you were like sticking with like the belly button or something. No, that's not how it fucking works, man.
Hello.
Oh, look who it is.
Oh.
I guess I should connect my mic, huh?
Oh, you're not micing?
This fucking guy, man.
What? What do you say?
Get your mic.
Okay. Jeez. Get yourself on time.
I was on time, and nobody was here because you were late, and so I took a shit.
Nice.
Yep.
So I gotta work at 3:30. So hopefully we can get one episode through one before I have to leave, because I gotta leave in like less than an hour, or about an hour.
Alright.
That's a mic.
No, it's just his fucking gaming headphones.
I don't understand how some people don't have jobs to do throughout the day. Like,
Do when?
someone's like leaf blowing right now.
Oh.
Well, I mean, what's
It's like, shouldn't you just be at work? Oh, it's not their job. It's not a company. It's like their house. Like, it's just a neighbor doing his house.
Yeah, they probably work from home or like do their own hours or some stupid shit.
To be rich.
Yeah.
I mean, did you not, like, did you see them? Like, did you see it? It is your neighbor leaf blowing? It's not just your neighbor didn't hire somebody?
Guess I don't know what's my... Hold on, let me look.
So I'd like...
I mean, you're gonna
appreciate
look,
that
but
you
you're at your
deny-
sister's house. How are you gonna know?
What do you mean, how am I gonna know?
Oh my god.
How are you gonna know if it's a neighbor?
Because if it's a company, he'll be like in a uniform or like have a high-vis vest on or something. Or he just won't have like a classic Joe Snow leaf blower. He'll probably have like one of the backpack ones.
Oh,
If he just like walks inside the house too, I'll assume it's the neighbor.
I have a backpack leaf blower.
I appreciate you denying me before you even fucking checked, though. That's a classic.
Denying you what?
That it
Well,
might be
no.
someone working.
The reason why I denied you instantly that it's not someone working is because if it was someone working, I'd assume they'd show up in a work vehicle of some kind. And the vehicles that are all outside right now have been the same vehicles that have been here for the past 3 days. There's no new vehicle.
All right.
Oh, and it's stopped. To be honest, I don't know if it is the neighbor like right next to me or if it's a few houses down. I'm also looking at the front of the house, and I'm thinking they might have been in the backyard.
So you don't know what house it is, you don't know who they are, you haven't seen the person, but they're definitely not somebody at work. Obviously.
No, they're a resident.
Obviously.
100%. 100%. So how you guys doing?
Well, you know. Hanging
So
out.
this is probably going to be a bit of a quick one.
Yeah?
Why?
You got to go to work soon. I have a grilled cheese coming.
Huh.
Here, Liam's wants to go back to bed.
Got a leaf blowing neighbor.
Yeah, I got a leaf blowing neighbor that's going to like come over here and start doing our lawn.
Shalom and food during a podcast.
Imagine.
What are you talking about? Say that like
more
I
iconic duo.
say that like I eat every podcast.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Last podcast, you were like, "Oh, I'm just eating some yogurt," or "I've been eating yogurt for the last like 15 minutes."
don't think that's true. I don't think I
And
ate
another
last
one, you were like, I gotta go. I'm hungry.
I think there's only been one time where I've eaten during the podcast, and I was eating like salmon and rice or something. I think that
Oh
was the
yeah, and then that
episode.
time you're eating
There's
salmon
that
and
time
rice.
as
Yeah.
well. Yep. Remember that one?
I know for
Actually-
sure there was a yogurt incident.
Yeah. Definitely. I do recall yogurt.
Oh no! Were we recording earlier? I normally only eat yogurt in the morning.
Well, I'm just
Typically
a hungry dude.
have yogurt midday. I've been gaining so much weight. Gotta stop eating.
It's not the
That's
way
weird.
to lose weight.
What are you talking about? Yes, it is.
That's like the unhealthy way. No, just hit the gym again.
Unhealthy way to lose weight is by not if you just stop eating altogether, but I just mean I need to limit myself
Oh,
in
just
what I eat.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm an animal. Like I'll be bored, so I'll eat. That's not the way to do it either. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, there's nothing to do. Actually, you know what I think that's been getting me recently, getting me really good is Starbucks. Starbucks has been
Yeah.
getting me real good.
Starbucks ain't good. What are you eating this time?
So this
Did you listen to the podcast today? Also,
I'm
do you have
gonna-
your mic plugged in?
I think so. I think it's
Okay.
plugged in. Like, ooh, bubbly. Oh wait, my mic isn't connected.
For fuck's sake, man.
Honey, that is hilarious. Oh, how do I fix that? Okay, talk amongst yourself.
Wow. I don't know what you
God,
expect.
what the fuck? Why?
Hmm.
How have we done it?
Sounds better.
This is like the 8th time that we've tried to do
I'm
this.
just
and
I'm
you
just
don't
closer to
have
my
your mic?
computer. No, I
it's
have
better. There is no static now. You did something.
I moved closer to my computer. It's using my laptop. Like, built-in mic is what it's using.
Something clicked, and it's
that's
no
still pretty
longer
good, though.
fuzzing.
Yeah, it's much
Something
better.
clicked. I mute. I don't know how to. Is it fuzzing now?
No, it's good now.
I didn't do. All I did was just move.
As soon as
closer.
you said "talk amongst yourselves," it was already fixed.
Oh,
So whatever
That's
you
interesting.
did there,
do I sound fine?
yeah, it sounds much better now.
Okay, well, all I did was get on my knees. I don't really
probably-
want to stay on.
You probably didn't fully plug in your mic again or something like last
No,
time.
my mic still isn't plugged in because I'm like using the mute. Like according to my mic, I'm muted right now.
Okay.
And if I'm literally tapping my mic, and I don't think it's doing anything to you guys, is it?
No, can't hear it.
I'm like blowing in it.
I mean,
No.
I can kind of hear, but it's probably from the other mic.
I can hear you
Yeah.
blowing, but like,
Yeah, exactly. Do I just leave it? This can be my worst audio by far, probably, isn't it?
This sounds the best that you've ever done.
Really?
I think so.
I want to stay in this position. This is really uncomfortable. I'm literally like, have you seen the videos of like people learning to twerk?
Jeez.
now you found the mic.
Yep.
Oh, I had some cat hair on my. This is why I fucking hate cats. I had cat hair on my computer, and I was trying to get it off.
Ah.
Oh, so you're blowing on the computer this time.
Yeah. Just keep blowing on the wrong shit.
All right. Fair enough.
I mean, it's a laptop. Why don't you just like pick it up and like put it on your lap while you're sitting or something?
I wanted to eat.
Oh, right. Yeah, of course. Yes.
Yeah, no, let's
Forgot.
not record the podcast. Let's just eat now instead.
Well, you guys have been home all day, so you've had opportunities to eat.
And
I have
you
not been
chose to record the podcast at 1 p.m. today.
Yeah, because I was trying to be convenient because I know that Jake works later on today. And then I knew if I did it any earlier, Jake wouldn't be awake.
There's a difference between being convenient and just being competent. I think you're being competent, but you were trying to be.
You gotta turn this around on me. I've been awake, man. I've been awake.
No, I'm not. I'm not turning it around on you. I'm just saying, don't get mad at me because food has become present.
Don't
No,
get mad at
that's
me
why
because
I'm
I
mad
woke
at
up
you.
at
I was
10.
I was never mad at you. I was just saying. I was just explaining why I chose the time that I did.
And I'm explaining that I don't like you still have food now and you're going to eat now when we're recording the podcast. Again.
Fine, I'll wait. I'll just let my food get cold.
Okay. So how did your 24-hour little how's your day going?
Um. So here's the thing.
Ah, the thing. Yes.
There's a thing.
Here's the thing.
There's always a
It
thing.
it started off. It just started off shitty.
Okay.
It started. When I woke up, my body battery was at 69.
All right.
It already wasn't great.
Decent.
Um.
Is it normally higher when you wake up?
Well, yeah. When you wake up, like that should be the highest it ever is throughout the day. So you should.
Yeah, but I'm
I
talking
did-
about like with your experience. Like,
But
do
with
you...
my experience, like if I get a good night's sleep, go to bed early, sleep well throughout the night, wake up and I actually feel rested, I'll wake up with like an 85 or 94, somewhere like in between there.
Okay.
94 and 85.
Around the 90s. All right.
Yeah. So waking up with a 69 was brutal. I just felt like a really bad sleep. Just kept waking up several times throughout the night. And then just had to go to work. But
Ah.
so the funny part is when I got up, like I woke up and I was still in bed because I didn't do the thing where I just woke up and then immediately got out and just like went for a jog. So I was in bed for around like 30 minutes or so. And then from the time that I actually got out of bed and like left to go to work, on my way to work, I checked it again. Just getting ready in the morning and making my way to work brought me by like another 10%.
Ooh. All right.
Yeah. And then I was like, shit, it's going to be a really long day. And then work just was brutally long. It wasn't like a busy day. It was one of those things where it's just the day dragged on forever. Like I felt every second tick away.
Rip. Yeah, that's
Um,
not a fun day at work when that happens.
no, it wasn't. I just kept thinking, wow, it's not even like I can go home and sleep.
Yeah.
So then I had some other errands and stuff that I had to do after work, so that affected me. And I was like in a setting where I had to be a bit more social and like active in like talking to people and whatnot. So that like required a lot of attention. So that drew me. Anyway, by the time I got home, I was at 34,
Oof.
and man, I was feeling it. I was really feeling it.
Still had like 34% left.
Hours through.
It felt so rough.
And
It would have been it would have been longer than 8 hours. So because I woke up at 6.
oh, you slept.
What?
Oh, you slept.
What do you mean?
You just said until you woke up at 6.
Oh, when I started my day, I
Okay.
started the 24-hour period. I woke up at 6.
Okay.
And then by the time I got back home again, it was like 9 o'clock.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, that's a long day.
Um,
That's a really long day.
yeah.
So what else did you do then?
Well, like so I went to work. I work a 10-hour day.
Okay.
I was at work from 7:30 to 5:30, and a half hours. And then I went to like there's a place where I volunteer, working with like kids and stuff.
Nice.
And like we have like a basketball program that I was helping out with. I was
Okay.
doing that I did that for a few hours.
Nice.
And then I drove back home.
Fun.
That was my day. And then I ate dinner, sat down with my girlfriend, watched some TV, and showered. And then just by the end of my shower, even before I showered, I was just sitting on the couch after dinner, and I was like, "This is actually ridiculous. Like, 24 hours is hard." Like, and then she was like, "I'm not staying up with you." Like, she needed to be up early today.
Right.
So she thought she was gonna like take a little nap, and then we were gonna do like a midnight run. She could touch base with me and then help me get through the rest of it. And then she come back, and then she'd go back to bed before she had to do school and stuff. But I was like, nah, just sleep throughout the night.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
do
kind
it.
of weird. Get up in the middle of the night, go for a run.
Well, because I was thinking about doing it just so I can make it through the night.
Yeah, but I mean, like, getting up from sleeping to go for a
Yeah.
run and then
Well,
go back to
I don't.
bed is not really gonna work for you. You're not gonna be
Yeah, I
able to
guess
go back to
go.
bed.
I guess going back to bed wouldn't be great, but I wouldn't say it's that uncommon for people to get up and then go for a run early in the morning.
Yeah, no, that's a completely different thing than what you just said. Getting
Yeah,
up
I
early
know.
in the morning and going for a run is not the same thing as getting up in the middle of the night and going for a run. Different things.
Yeah, I guess they're a little different. Uh, that's what I was gonna do, minus the getting up part. I was just gonna be awake till 12.
Yeah, see, that's a little bit more normal.
Yeah. The issue is I couldn't think of anything that I could do to keep myself awake for that long. 'Cause if I sat on the couch and just watched TV till I would have fell asleep on that couch. And
So what it
then I
feels
didn't want
like
to
you're
just.
telling me is you're trying to explain your reasoning for why you went to bed that night.
Yeah, pretty much. I was really tired. It wasn't happening. I went to bed. However, before I went to bed, I did some research on this whole body battery thing, right?
Yep.
Uh, the lowest you can ever go is 1.
Okay. And so how low did you get it?
I got. Oh, let me see. I'll look at it. I'll look at it.
So you didn't actually look before you went to bed?
Dude, I was so tired. I was trying to stay
Oh
up
my
for as long as
god.
possible. I was trying to stay up for as long as I could. Then I
Oh
just
man.
fell asleep.
Why did
Weird
this
part
all
about
happen again? Why'd you like volunteer just try to stay up for 24 hours? Was it just because of the body battery thing?
I
Yeah.
didn't volunteer. I was just telling you guys about my body battery, and you're like, "What happens if it goes to 0?
Or
Like,
can you
what
get it
does
Oh.
to
it take to
zero?
go to 0?"
Yeah, but you said I can find out. Or
I don't
something.
think
You were
I
like,
said.
I can stay up for 24 hours. Why didn't you just say no to that idea?
I didn't want to do it. I did. It wasn't something I ever wanted to do. You guys just
Oh.
told me to do it. The reason I didn't want to do it is because the main reason I didn't want to do it is because it's not only that I had to stay up for 24 hours, I had to have an active 24 hours. Because if I'm like just sitting down, like it will start going back up. If I'm just getting any form of rest, it'll go back up.
So what did it get down to then?
I'm struggling to find it.
Wait, so if you died, it would probably start going up because you wouldn't be moving.
The body battery is really just a fucking. It just has no metric whatsoever on your actual body battery. Because, like, just because you're sitting doesn't mean, like, you're getting energy. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
It's not because I'm sitting, it's if I'm resting.
Yeah. You don't get energy by resting. That doesn't make sense.
I mean, you don't lose energy. What are you talking about? Yes, it
Yes,
does
you
make
do. You don't just suddenly start like fucking. You don't turn on photosynthesis when you're resting and start gaining energy. No, you get energy from food and sleep. Well, you actually know you get energy from food. Sleep is just sort of for your brain.
What are you talking? Okay, so
What do you mean?
if
What am I
you
talking about?
hold
You're not a
on,
fucking
hold on.
plant. You don't get energy from the
No,
sun.
I understand the photosynthesis thing that you're saying, but if I go for a run, like and that's super tiring, and then I sit down for a minute, catch my breath, I'm not regaining energy to keep running again. Like I wouldn't be able to keep running again.
You're not regaining energy. No. You're not like the energy is already in your body. It's just your body is it's got it stored in some way or another. You're not gaining
That's
energy. You're just using the energy that you already have. You're consuming it.
I don't I don't think that's right.
It is right.
Like I
It
can't
is
prove you
right.
wrong. How
It's
can
scientific.
you
It's how
scientifically prove?
energy works. What do you mean? What do you mean?
I mean, like, can you prove? Would you be able to prove it in a way scientifically?
Me personally, I don't think I'm smart enough, but it's like to do like a study and prove that eating food gives you what am I?
No, could you like? Is there an experiment that you could run to give me a physical demonstration of what you're trying to convey?
Okay, yeah, don't eat for a week and see how good you can do a run.
Right, but then I'd have to compare it to
Eating.
I'm no, 'cause
Yeah.
I'm not arguing saying that to you that eating doesn't give you energy. That's not my argument.
Well, it is the entire source of your energy. 100% of your energy is from the food that you eat. 100%.
So you're saying sleep doesn't play a factor?
I think that sleep allows you to use like like what is already in your body, but when you're physically eating something, that's the only time you're literally putting energy into your body. And your
Sure, that's the
energy.
only time you're. But that was never the question. I was just talking about gaining energy.
Yeah, yeah. So you're not gaining energy by resting. You're breaking down the thing in your body. You might be, I guess it's like your energy storage is going down when you're resting essentially. So it's like you're refilling your RAM energy, but your storage is going down.
I didn't get that analogy at all. I
Yeah,
don't.
it's okay. Didn't expect you to, but I know some people saw the connection there.
I don't think you're right.
What do you mean?
Can't.
What part?
I would just.
Which
I would
part?
like you to. The part that the only way you can gain energy is by rest or by eating.
Well, how else do you gain energy then?
Just for example, say if I stay up for 24 hours, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not doing this. I want to make it very clear that I'm not going to do this.
Yeah, you've proven that you cannot do this.
I don't think it's that it's something that I cannot do. I think that the
Oh,
stakes were high
I
enough.
don't know. Prove it.
I really do. Yeah, no. Anyway, I'll do it for $1,000. Actually, I do it for less than $1,000. I'd stay up for 24 hours for $300.
Nice. Easy
Um,
300.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, if I was just saying that, what was I saying? Okay, sleeping. So yeah, if I stay up for 24 hours, right, and just eat, I don't think I'm gonna have more energy until I sleep.
Yeah, because your body
You'll still
won't
need
be
to
able to
sleep.
use the energy that is inside of it. Like it needs it needs the substance, but then it also needs the function in order to activate the substance. So it's like the food is the substance, and then I guess resting and sleeping, you're just breaking down the substance. But you're technically the amount of energy in your body is only depleting when you're not eating. Like
So
it's completely scientific stance. Like it's like say if you if you wake up in the morning and then you go for a run, you have less energy after the run than you did before the run. If you wait half an hour, you might feel good enough to go for another run, but you still have less energy than you did before. Technically.
right, I'm not disagreeing with that. But the disagreement I would have is that if I went for a run one day, right,
Yep.
and didn't eat anything but slept, I don't think my energy the next day would be as much as it was on the first run. I think I'd have more energy from sleeping than I did at the end of the day.
What?
I don't know how else to explain that to you.
Like, so you're saying, like, no run involved, just like from the time that before you go to bed to after you go to bed, you now have more energy?
Yeah, essentially, yeah, yeah. Even though eating wasn't a factor.
Yeah, I think that because you went into homeostasis, your body sort of got used to the fact that you were or your basic energy level. Um but I don't think like you don't have more energy, but you're less tired. Like, what is the definition of energy? Because what I'm thinking of energy.
What, you're making
is
an argument
fuel.
you don't know the definition of?
That's what this podcast is, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess it is. I guess it is. Is Jake still here?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm listening.
Why don't you input?
I think this is pretty entertaining. I looked up about like stopping in mid run. I couldn't find any like scientific stuff, but I found out that you should be able to run for 15 minutes without stopping as an average runner to be healthy. Oh, Shalom's muted.
Understandable.
Yeah, I don't know. I was looking for some stuff, but no luck.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I guess it
Drinking
really.
allowed? Am I allowed to drink?
You can do whatever you want, man.
You can drink. You're allowed.
Good
I'll
idea.
allow
I'm
it.
gonna hydrate.
Only that's the only way to get energy. So
All right. So energy is the capacity for doing work.
What are you drinking? Oh, you're bubbly.
Bubble.
Why was it loud?
It was a can, so I was just wondering.
Oh, I'm surprised you heard that. I thought Discord would have cut it out.
I know.
Yeah. So
Is there a
basically,
shortcut to mute?
the button. I don't know. Yeah. So basically, I looked up with the definition.
Oh no!
What the fuck? Are you good?
Okay, yeah. I almost dropped my controller right on the floor. Sorry,
Weird.
continue.
So I looked up the definition of energy, and I was arguing with the correct definition in mind. So it's like energy is the ability of an object to do work. It may exist in potential, kinetic, thermal, electrical, chemical, nuclear, other various forms. So for us, it would be chemical energy. And in accordance with the work energy theorem, the work done is stored in the energy of the body. So essentially, your body is storing energy, and when you run, you're using that energy. When you're resting, you do not get more energy. You're just consuming that energy. You're just using it. That's it. You're just using the energy when you're resting. It's like refueling. It's like the energy bar is there, and it's like you're resting, and your rest goes up and the energy bar goes down. And that is, I feel, a very fair way to look at it. I think that makes tons of sense. And it agrees with the fucking definition.
I would still like you to use like you to demonstrate this in some physical kind of way for me.
Sorry, if you can't say it for 24 hours, I'm not sure how I'm going to physically demonstrate how food provides energy.
You
Do I
could stay
eat an
up
apple and show you a video of that?
You could stay up for 24 hours.
Oh, really? Actually, funny story. I did that last week.
Okay.
When was the last time you stayed up for 24 hours?
I think we've had this conversation. I don't remember the last time I stayed up for 24 hours.
Because I think I asked that because I did stay up for 24 hours like the day before. Yeah, so I don't know what that's going to prove. I mean, I could do it again, but I'm not going to because I just did. I might happen to do it again, but there's zero way that it would prove my argument here. So there's no point in me even doing it.
I guess the way you would do it though is to stay up for 24 hours and only eat and see if you feel like you gained energy, I guess.
No.
And
That doesn't make sense. That's not the argument that I was making. I never said that you don't need sleep to function. I never said that you don't need rest to function. I said sleep and rest isn't what gives you energy. I said the thing that gives you energy, my whole argument is food is what gives energy. If you don't have food, then you can't have any energy. You need food, because food is the thing that literally
Okay.
breaks
Okay,
down
okay,
and turns
okay,
into
okay, stop,
energy
stop,
inside
stop,
of your
stop,
body.
stop. I have a question.
What's that?
What is an accurate way of measuring your body's energy then?
I couldn't tell you. I've never done it before. I've never tried.
Right, so there's our issue.
No. There's no issue. We have science to prove the fact that food provides. And what do you mean? What do we need to prove?
So, I'm just saying that we're making arguments here, or we're having, I guess, contradicting theories.
What's
How
your
to-
theory?
My theory
That
is that
food
there's
doesn't provide energy?
no, that's not what I'm saying. My theory is that
Good.
there's more than just food that provides you energy.
You're wrong.
Okay.
All right. Welcome to Arguably a Podcast.
Oh yeah.
That guy there, his name is...
Shalom.
I'm Jake.
Liam.
That was a long pre-intro discussion. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
think we should move on because that has been the only discussion.
I don't think we should move on until we have an answer.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, Shalom, is that you're just being stubborn, and we already have the answer. So we can move on whenever you would like to.
Whatever.
Oh. So,
I'm
when's
not
last
wrong
time-
about that one.
Yeah, well, you know what?
You can't prove that you're right either. You just said
What
it.
do you
actually
mean?
You actually haven't proven it. You haven't cited any sources.
I read the definition of what energy is. What more do you need?
That's all you did is read the definition of what energy is. You didn't say how it was measured in the human body. You didn't say
But we don't
how
have
we
to do that.
obtain it.
That's not what we need to do.
You didn't say how you obtain it. You didn't say how it could fluctuate. Like all you did was read the definition. I could read it.
Isn't fat your storage of energy? Isn't that...
Yeah,
And you get fat from eating food?
fat, glucose, sugar, even protein. All those things are energy.
And then to lose fat / burn energy, you just work
So does
out
that
or
mean if
something.
I lose fat, I can't store as much energy?
No, it means you're using energy. That's that's just what it means. If you're losing fat, it means you're using energy.
Right.
Well,
Okay.
fat isn't the only energy, though. That's just, like, a big one.
Yeah, it's just like it's the energy that doesn't get used gets turned into fat. Because what your body breaks down is sugars and proteins and stuff into glucose. Glucose is like the main energy provider. Chemical. Not a chemical. Substance. I don't know.
I'll have more answers for you next week.
You sure you will. I'm excited to hear whatever your
Hey, do you have
answers
any-
are.
Have any thoughts?
On what?
Energy?
I feel like I just brought up my point.
Oh, but like, do you have anything else to say about it?
No.
What say you?
Move on.
Great. Well, I'm glad we established that. Whatever that was. So when's the last time you shit your pants?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you that. That's got to be like a
Grade
under
4.
5-year-old thing. Oh my.
How old are you in grade 4?
Oh yeah.
Grade 4? You're like what?
You got the story.
Nah. Nine?
Oh no, there's been one since grade 4. Grade 6.
That would be like 11 or 12?
Let's get the story here.
Not much of a story, really. I went to a summer camp. I was that age. And then I just really wasn't feeling good at all. And like I was just like upset, or like my stomach was upset. And then so because I wasn't feeling good, this summer camp just had this place where they sent all the sick kids. It was like its own little cabin where all the sick kids would hang out. They could just like lay down and rest type of thing. That sucked because it was like the last day of the camp too. So I was just like laying down, resting, like not feeling good. And I was like, oh, I really need a fart. And I was like, oh, and my stomach was like bubbling. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna fart real quick. There's no one around right now. And I just like farted, and it was a bit more.
Man, when I was a kid, I was not conscious about farting around people. I did not give a shit. I quite literally gave a shit.
Did you shit your pants recently or something?
I shit my pants last week.
What?
Oh boy.
It happened to be the day that I was staying up for 24 hours, about the 23rd hour or something like that. I was.
Is that why you stayed up for 24 hours? Because you were cleaning?
No, I was already at the 23rd. I didn't actually have the intention of staying up for 24 hours. I just didn't sleep. I
Or
wasn't
shitting
really
your
tired
pants.
yet. No, that there was no intention there either. I was I was downstairs. It was like probably like 8 or 9 in the morning, and I had just finished eating breakfast / dinner. And I kind of had to take a shit, but not really. So I was just like, yeah, I'll just smoke a quick bowl, and then I'll go take a shit, and then I might go to bed. And so I go and start packing a bowl, and a fart comes up, and I was like, well, kind of got a fart, but I kind of really got a shit. So I don't know if I want to risk it. So I don't risk it. I just hold on to it for a little bit, and then I go and outside and hold my fart, and I take my toke, and it was a pretty big toke, and I ended up coughing, and
Oh no.
I accidentally may have let it rip. And,
Wow.
and it was like an explosion went off in my pants.
You're just outside. Were you standing or sitting?
I was standing, so luckily there wasn't like a it wasn't like a nice, like, I don't know I don't know what would have happened if I was sitting. I feel like it would have gone worse somehow, but yeah, it's
shoes on.
it was, and then before that I couldn't tell you the last time that I shit my pants. I genuinely don't even remember like as a kid ever shitting my pants or anything. I pissed my pants a few times, but I don't remember ever shitting myself other than last week. I guess it was
Piss
more
my
than last
pants
week.
daily.
Oh yeah, it was yeah. So that was my story of my 24-hour endeavor. That's what you narrowly avoided. If you had stayed up for 24 hours, risking
Yeah.
the shits.
So you shit your pants, and then your first thought was just like, "Oh, this is podcast material."
Exactly. Well, it just happened to be the day that I was staying up for 24 hours. So I just, like, I had to throw it in there. And I had to stay up for 24 hours while I was, like, because I was getting close to 24 hours. So I was just like, oh, yeah, I'm staying up for 24 hours on March 7th. So I guess I can do that, because this is, like, March 9th. And, I was like, yeah, I'll just stay up, and we'll compare how our 24-hour
You can
days
relate
went.
to him.
Yeah.
Relate to his pain.
And turns out
Why didn't,
I'm
why
the
didn't
only
you
one who
remind
stayed up
me?
for 24 hours. What?
Why didn't you remind me?
I thought the Instagram post was a reminder enough.
I wasn't following the Instagram at the time.
Yeah, it's not my fault.
I mean, when you say a date, I feel like
Yeah.
we wouldn't have to remind you. I feel like if you said the date, it would just kind of be in your head.
Listen, I'm a busy guy. I got a lot of dates in my head and things I gotta do.
You don't have a schedule or anything to, like, write stuff down?
I don't. I've been meaning to buy one, but every time I set a date, I forget it.
I mean,
Set
you
a
could use
date
your
to buy
phone.
your schedule. And...
Mhm.
Your phone does have a reminder section.
It does. I really don't use my phone that much for like anything, even for what it's used for. I'm not a big phone person.
So what do you use it for? I don't. I have a hard time believing that. I feel like you're someone who's on your phone quite a bit.
I'm really not. Like the thing I use my phone most for is music, primarily like to listen to podcasts or music at work. But not.
Not like messaging. I feel like you're always
not
messaging
Snapchat?
people. Yeah.
No, I do use Snapchat. But not a whole lot, I would say. Like I get a snap and then I reply to it, and that's about it. So like I literally don't even like open the app. I just click the notification and then reply and then put it back in my pocket. I mean, like the app does open, but I'm not like going to my homepage, clicking the app.
Not
but I
this
will
guy
say, yeah,
takes all these extra steps. He just goes straight to the app.
So I'd say what I use my phone most for is, I guess, Snapchat and Google. I forgot what the search engine was called. If I need to Google something real quick.
Yeah, I'd say I definitely agree that I use my phone most for music, but I still use YouTube probably the second most, I would say.
Really? On your
Yeah,
phone?
I think so. Yeah, I don't really talk to people, and
Yeah.
I mean I do use Discord, but yeah, mostly I'd say primarily Spotify, second YouTube, and third Discord.
I check
Maybe
YouTube on the computer way more than I do on the phone.
Yeah,
I've
same.
started doing that a lot more now. Like I've got one screen up watching a YouTube video, and then I'm just like editing on the other monitor. But I feel like this is
Oh,
some
okay, big
weird
guy,
thing.
2 monitors.
Well, I mean, I would have 3 if my desk was bigger.
I have 2.
I have 1, and
I
it's
feel like it's a
12 inches.
standard. I feel like you need. I don't think it's 12 inches.
My monitor?
Yeah.
I do think or not even my monitor. It's my screen. It's not a monitor. It's a screen. I think it's a 12-inch screen. Yeah.
That's a
Maybe
very
14 on a
small
good-
That's
screen.
tiny.
That's like half of my big monitor. That's like half of my small monitor.
That's like a tablet.
Yeah, it's about. I'd say. I guess it's a bit bigger than a. Yeah. No. So maybe it's not 12. Maybe 16.
Damn.
Damn.
Bigger than a tablet. Small laptop.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but like whenever I'm editing, I like having as little on my computer running at the same time as possible. Like I will like I'll close down Discord and like everything just so I only have DaVinci Resolve open and like Task Manager. Just so I can like monitor CPU, because like when you're editing, it's like the CPU, it's at 100% all the time, pretty much. I might have to get a better CPU. It will make editing easier. But I also started recording in like Ultra HD, which I don't need to do, so I'm gonna stop doing that. That's making editing a lot more painful
Oh,
than
yeah.
it needs to be.
I feel like 1080p is like definitely good enough.
Yeah,
I just
like
do 720.
yeah, I should I need to go back to that. Definitely. Oh yeah. So I was listening back on our first podcast that was publicized. And Jake, you had a little bit of homework.
Oh yeah.
But we could never get around to you doing your homework before, cuz we needed Shalom to do his homework first. And Shalom's homework happened to be figuring out how many pennies it would have taken to fill up my dump truck. And so that is why that was ever a thing in the first place.
I thought the meme was always that I'm not gonna do my homework. I'm pretty sure I said I'm not gonna do it in the first episode, but
Yeah, I know,
What
but
was-
you couldn't anyway. Like we didn't
What
have
was-
all the variables.
What
But
was
I mean,
what was Jake's homework?
oh, now Shalom's listening. It's like, oh, someone else has homework.
No, but I don't remember why I needed to do my part for you to do yours.
how many loads does it take to make back $35,000 at
Oh my gosh.
300% profit per penny? And so that is why we needed to know how many pennies fit inside the dump truck.
Okay, so I
And
will
that is
do
why
my.
I bought a dump truck.
Okay, I will do.
That's
I can
gonna
do-
be so easy. That dump truck's gotta be like $5. That's gonna be like 3 loads. Not even. That's my guess right now.
Yeah, I don't know if this is big homework. This is just math.
I don't
Sounds
think
like you have me writing a math provincial.
it was.
It
It
literally
was
sounds like one of the-
$35,000.
If you-
I'm not sure what I said.
if you have a dump truck with a truck bed of XYZ and the penny is XYZ amount,
Okay, you
The
can.
penny is
Oh,
three
okay.
amounts.
You.
X,
You-
Y,
yeah.
and Z.
Oh yeah, a
Jesus.
penny because it would be like length.
Okay, Shalom,
Width,
if you want to calculate
thickness.
the area of my fucking dump truck, go for it.
It wouldn't first
And
of all,
my
it wouldn't
penny.
it wouldn't be area, it would be the volume of the dump truck. I need to calculate.
I
One.
mean, area is volume.
Oh, it would be
Yeah.
the volume. It
Area
would be
is
the
volume.
Area is volume.
I
Are you
do
saying they're the
believe.
same? Are you saying they're the same thing?
In math,
Yes.
I think so.
I think area and volume are the same in math.
I do. Yeah. Are they not? What is area?
No, they're
I
not.
think area is short for
Area.
surface area.
Area is length times width. Volume is length times width times height.
So area is just 2D?
Yes. Volume is three-dimensional.
Ah,
And this guy thinks he knows how energy works.
I do.
You don't.
And this guy decides he thinks that he can argue any point with me.
Not any point, just the ones I know that you're wrong about.
Okay, but I've heard yeah,
You just
you're
don't
funny.
have. You don't have it. Well, I'll talk about it next week. I'll go buy a book. Go to Indigo. Maybe I'll get my.
Oh yeah, you were gonna also send me something in the mail or some stupid shit.
Oh yeah. We
Yeah.
can talk about that. I genuinely tried.
Huh.
But I couldn't find a service that provided it.
See, I don't understand why you don't just bring it here.
Oh no, because I was trying. Basically, I guess we can talk about it. What I was trying to do is I was trying to sign you up for a Ketchup subscription.
Ew. I fucking hate ketchup.
I know,
Absolutely fuck you.
but but here's the thing. I thought we
Fuck
could
you.
do.
No, there's no thing.
There is a thing. Shut up.
Fuck you.
Do you like
How it was-
tomatoes?
Tomatoes are alright.
I've had this conversation before, and that's why I was gonna do it because it was a conversation we had on the podcast where you don't like ketchup, and then I was just thinking, surely he just hasn't found the ketchup that he enjoys.
Ugh.
So I was gonna sign you up with a ketchup subscription that said you like a different ketchup and ketchup to your
Yeah,
house
I'm glad that doesn't exist.
every so often, but there is not a company that provides it. The
Thank
only way
God.
I could do it is I would have to personally buy like individual ketchups to send to you.
Do you like
Literally, when
relish?
When I googled ketchup subscription,
Uh,
it like made me. Like, I actually made an account with Heinz.
What
like, the
condiments do
ketchup
you
company.
like?
relish very much depends on the brand. Some is great, some is yeah.
So I should get you a relish subscription.
No.
What
I don't
condiments
need
would you
to
put
know.
on your hot dog?
I would probably do mayo, mustard, relish, ketchup.
What? You're
just
putting
everything.
mayonnaise on a hot dog?
You
Have
just
you not?
said ketchup.
Yeah, I'd put it on a hot dog. That's like one of the few things I put ketchup on. I don't like ketchup.
Are you
Most
driving your
ways.
dump truck right now?
Yeah, I am.
That
That's not coming from my mic. I don't know why you're.
Oh, it's not?
No. I thought it was coming from you, honestly.
Honestly, when you said it wasn't coming from me, I took my headphones off and looked out my window. Or
Fuck,
when it
it's,
wasn't coming from
it's
you.
probably coming from you.
I took my headphones off and looked out my window to make sure that there wasn't a truck back there. No, it
That
is
leaf
not
blower
coming
guy
from me. Yeah.
just climbed up and peeked in your window now.
I ate that sandwich too quickly.
So, on like a burger, because burgers normally have ketchup on them. Do you ask for no ketchup?
Like at a restaurant?
Yeah.
I feel like they don't normally have ketchup on them. I feel like that's like a backyard barbecue kind of condiment, you know? And then I would skip over it.
I feel like it's
You
the
think
most.
burgers don't typically have ketchup on it?
I feel like they don't. I don't know, but I also like I work at White Spot and stuff, so we don't put ketchup. And I get burgers from there all the time. I don't put ketchup on them.
Isn't like the mayo or like the a triple O sauce, ketchup, and relish?
No,
What is it?
it's mayo and relish.
It's mayo and relish. Why is
Yes.
it red?
It's a red relish.
Oh, why is red relish red?
I couldn't tell you.
Is it like
Why is
beets or something? I guess those are purple.
I have no clue.
why is red relish red? If it wasn't red, they'd have to call it a different color.
What? What? Wait, what did you just
Or
say?
they'd have to name it. They'd have to. If it wasn't red, they'd have to name it something else.
Yeah, good job. Good job.
They would.
Oh, if blue raspberry wasn't blue, it wouldn't be called blue raspberry.
It wouldn't. That's a fact.
Oh, I'm an air plant. I get energy from the sun.
I'm an air plant. I get energy from the sun.
Apparently, there's tomatoes in red relish and red peppers or sweet red peppers.
Ah,
I'm looking for all the red things.
What does that mean? I'm an air plant. I get energy from the sun. Explain that to me.
oh my god! Ladies and gentlemen, that is why this podcast exists.
What do you mean? What is why? What is why this podcast exists?
Do we just end it there?
Yeah, I need to go.
I'm fucking dying. That's so funny.
Thanks for listening to our podcast.
I was gonna say thanks for
Arguably
watching.
podcast. I was gonna, but I thought first.
Corrected. Uh,
Do I say thanks for watching?
If you want to be included.
Oh, I meant when I normally do the outro. Did I say watching?
Oh. I don't know. No, I don't think you do. I'm pretty sure you say thanks for listening. Subscribe for more. Click the like button. Leave a
Go
comment.
to our Instagram.
Go to our Instagram. We're on Spotify.
We are on Spotify. We gotta deal with that. Anyway,
All right. I gotta go to work.